Hey guys, how you going? My name is Rhys.mp4 and I am 22 years of age, and I currently am studying, I'm literally studying my Masters in Applied Economics and Finance at the University of Waikato. So I spent 5 years at the University of Waikato and schooled at the Hillcrest High School. So I guess a little bit about me and why I'm wearing white, or the cricket attire. So I've been playing cricket since I was 5 years old. So I pretty much spent every Saturday afternoon, well, it's every Saturday morning and afternoon, entire career in the summer, playing cricket obviously. I also play competitive football, or soccer as it's probably more commonly known, and I used to play rugby, but as you can see by my build, I'm probably not the biggest guy walking around, so that pretty much put a dent in my aspirations to be an All Black. About me, I guess, even more, I currently am the President or Managing Director, or LCP, of ISEC in Waikato. So ISEC, which is the world's largest youth organisation, is based at the 110 countries around the world, 1,700 universities, and obviously there's an ISEC in the University of Waikato, which I'm President of. I've been in ISEC since March 2008, and I currently commit approximately 30 hours of volunteer work to the organisation. Along with that, I have 3 part-time jobs, which one more significant than the other 2, I guess you could say. I'm a mail sorter at New Zealand Post, so I work from about 6:30 onwards to about 2 or 3 in the morning, depending on the volume of mail, of course. I also am an economics tutor, so I tutor a paper at the University of Waikato, Econ 200, and I also work as a tea assistant at the Corporate and Executive Education Office at the University of Waikato as well. So 3 part-time jobs along with my cricket, my football and my ISEC, and of course my university studies as well. I live with my family, my mum, my dad, my brother, my young brother, and my, of course, younger sister. And we've been in this house since April 2004. When we moved down from Auckland, we recently were in Matamata, where I grew up. So I've been in New Zealand my whole life, and I've only travelled to Australia a couple of times, and it doesn't really count as I guess, crossing. So, the challenges that I have had to overcome over the course of my lifetime has been that I was born with a cleft lip and palate, which basically means that when I was born there was a gap about this wide in between my top lip, where I'm showing you now. So obviously it causes some problems, and there's that's why I have a collapsed nose, and there's a hole in the roof of my mouth, or a hole in the roof of the palate. That's why it's called a cleft lip and palate. So I was born with that. Approximately 1 in 1,000 babies are born with cleft lip and palate, and I happen to be the 1 in 1,000. So it's not actually hasn't been my family ever before. So I was quite surprised to my parents when I came out. Obviously, well, when they first knew about my cleft and palate. Obviously this causes some problems. I've had 12 operations or surgeries over the course of my 22 years of existence, and 9 years of braces. Now, I've sort of looked around the internet, I'm thinking it could be a world record, so maybe watch that space for Guinness Book of World Records for longest time with braces. 9 years is a long time. So I've had some sort of metal plate or brace in my mouth for 22 years, and I presume I'll be continuing that for the rest of my lifetime. So currently I have a tooth on it, a fake tooth, which probably freaks some of you out right there and then. If you may have seen it, me playing with it, sometimes it gets a bit annoying. So yeah, 12 operations over the course of my existence. I've had quite a few of them. I think 2 or 3 when I was a baby. Obviously I don't remember that much of them. Sort of when I was 6 weeks, years, or sort of thing, to close the gap and repair some of the damage. Obviously my parents have to tell me about this, but I've obviously had them, remember them over the course of the years. So when I was 10, I had surgery where they, obviously I'll show you guys now, took bone from my hip. There's a scar there, and a few other times where they have taken, there you go, taken bone from my hip to I've obviously put that into the roof of my I had a few of those, 3 of those, 2 on my left and 1 on my right. I actually had some more than I walk for about 2 weeks afterwards. So that was a bit of an annoyance, but you know, get over it. And I've had the last them, well, I resumed the last them September 2009 to September 2010. I had 4 in the course of the year. It actually included one with my tonsils, which doesn't actually count for my sort of cleft and palate surgeries, but I guess it does to my overall surgeries. And I also had my wisdom teeth removed for my jaw surgery. So jaw surgery to this date was the biggest one. And 2010, sorry, and I came out in March, so 12 hours on the bed. I was more impressed with the surgeon actually, who only had 15 minutes off to go to the toilet and have a sandwich. So when I woke up at 9 o'clock in the recovery room at night, I'm thinking, where the hell did the day go? So didn't make much use of that day. So that was probably the biggest, only because it was the longest of 12 hours, but also had probably the most effect on me. So what they did was break both jaws. The top one went forward and the bottom one went back. I've had 4, my apologies, about 12 plates inserted into my jaw region, my chin. Chin got done as well. Man, it sounds like I'm a plastic surgeon hog or something like that. Cosmetic surgery. So yeah, it's about 12, inserted around my jaw. And no, the beepers don't go off when I go through the airport. You know, nothing like that. I'm not a $6 million man. But because they broke both jaws, obviously, I had to sort of syringe food into my mouth. I guess you could call it food, liquid into my mouth. When I can only open my mouth about that big for a couple of weeks really, and then soft foods, sort of yogurts, and started getting into it. So ISEC has given me a lot over the course of my university experience. In fact, I've learned more from ISEC than I have from my university studies, and that's without a doubt. Yeah, sure, probably I commit maybe more time and effort to ISEC, you can say, about 30 hours a week than I do to my university studies. But I can wholeheartedly say that ISEC has given me more than most of my studies. So I've learned how to develop both professionally and personally, and it has given me a greater range of obviously friends, but also networks around the world. Now, I guess you can list the benefits of what ISEC can give you, but I'll tell you a short story of what I've been through. So I joined ISEC in March 2008, and pretty much went on the executive board straight away, and I was in charge of portfolio of finance and administration. And from there, I have rectified ISEC Waikato. So we had 0 members. We did 0 exchange. ISEC does both incoming and outgoing exchange. We send people on internships overseas and bring them in. And we were in negative $5,000 in debt. Okay. 4 years later, we now have 38 members. We have about 20 partners and sponsors. We have a great board of advisors who help us with a number of contacts, a number of knowledge and advice that they give us, including the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce and John Gallagher from Gallagher Group. And of course, we do in excess of approximately 40 exchanges, both incoming and outgoing a year. Okay. So we have, I guess we built, me and a group of us have built ISEC Waikato from, I guess, nothing to where it is now, a very prosperous organisation that people can come in, develop themselves through a range of activities that we run, a range of workshops that we do, and once they leave their ISEC experience, I guess they feel fulfilled like I have done with their duration, with their time spent in ISEC. So I'm the president, and I lead 36 other members in a variety of different activities and functions that we do in ISEC. So that's what I currently do in ISEC. That's what I currently do in terms of, I guess, it's, presenting this video. I am the president of ISEC, and I have increased my leadership experience and potential 10-fold, 11-fold, 12-fold. Without ISEC, I'm really unsure what I'll be doing, especially at university. So I guess it doesn't have to be ISEC, but just do something outside university. Just do something. I don't know. For me, my conscience feels at ease when I'm busy, so I like to keep myself busy. In the future, I'd actually like to be the Prime Minister of New Zealand one day. I think John Key's a great guy. He's sort of inspired me to become the next Prime Minister. Well, I want to become a Prime Minister, probably not the next one. But future one day, 20, 30 years down the track, I'd like to be the Prime Minister of New Zealand. That's my